Imagine with me, if you will, you're a sea turtle. You're living in the Pacific Ocean and you're just out enjoying the day. You're caught up in the currents, you're looking for food, enjoying the sun, and all of a sudden you get caught up in something. It's like something that just wraps around your body. You're not sure what it is, but you do try to break free from it. You try to swim a little bit faster, maybe do a few flips, but nothing happens, and it stays with you. It actually stays with you for the rest of your life. You can't break free from it. As you grow, it just constricts your body and deforms your body. You just become a victim of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. The Great Pacific Garbage Patch, as it's called, is a large section of garbage that's floating in the Pacific Ocean. Some estimates has its dimensions as twice the size of Texas. According to the Encyclopedia Britannica, the garbage patch is a zone in the Pacific Ocean between Hawaii and California, and it has a high concentration of plastic waste. My name is Michael Stender, and today I want to inform you about the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. The patch, and in my speech, I want to make sure you understand what it is and how it impacts the ocean and affects us through the food sources that we eat from the ocean. The Pacific Garbage Patch was formed by garbage and plastic being dumped into our ocean and getting caught into the Pacific Ocean currents. Charles Moore actually discovered the garbage patch when he was sailing home from a yacht race. In a November 2013 article that was written by Charles Moore, he states, "It was on our way home from the LA to Hawaii yacht race known as the Transpac, we first saw the trash floating in the most remote regions of the Pacific Ocean." His discovery has brought light to this issue and has helped us to understand more about the Pacific Garbage Patch. In a July 2017 article in the National Geographic website, Charles Moore also states and talks about how he discovered another patch off the coast of Chile and Peru. The garbage patch is created by waste being dumped into the ocean. Laurent Lebertron of the Ocean Cleanup Foundation, in a September 2017 article in the USA Today, talks about where that garbage comes from. She states that it comes from the Pacific Rim, and it includes nations from Asia, North and South America that are actually dumping the trash into our oceans. However, there are actually 6 countries that contribute the most to the Pacific Garbage Patch. Those are China, Indonesia, Vietnam, the Philippines, Sri Lanka, and Thailand. And that's according to a 2015 study in the journal Science. We know that the garbage patch is real and it is caused by dumping waste into our oceans. But what exactly is it, and how significant is the actual problem? The size and contents is very significant. Scientists estimate that the size and dimension of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is 617,000 square miles. The size of Texas is 2,069,000 square miles, and that makes the garbage patch twice the size of the state of Texas. All types of trash find their way into the garbage patch. Anything from plastic to fishing nets to styrofoam and volleyballs are all things that scientists have actually pulled from the garbage patch. According to an article in the National Geographic web story, microplastic actually makes up 94% of the estimated 1.8 trillion tons of plastic in the patch. But that only amounts to 8% of the total tonnage. As it turns out, of the 79,000 tons of plastic in the patch, most of it comes from abandoned fishing equipment. According to an article by Kristen Sylvan in the Earth Times, plastic also contains chemicals, and those are released slowly into the atmosphere and the water. As fish breathe and swim in the water, they get contaminated. And guess what? Fishermen catch those fish, and those fish end up on our dinner tables and contaminate our food sources. It's really hard to imagine that much garbage being dumped into our oceans. With that much trash, we have to be concerned about how it affects the marine life and human life. And those effects of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch are far-reaching. The impact to marine life and human life is incredible. And at the beginning of my speech, I talked about a turtle and how that turtle was affected by the garbage patch. Let's look at that turtle. You can see the plastic that's wrapped around his body. If someone doesn't help him, then that turtle's going to live with that for the rest of their life. If you look at the picture down in the far corner, that turtle's been caught with some kind of plastic around its body, and as it's grown, that plastic has constricted the body of that turtle. You know, birds also get affected by that trash. And those birds, like the albatross, eat the plastic and they think that it's food. If we look at this carcass of this albatross on the beach, you can actually see particles of plastic that it ate and ingested and it thought was food. As I've shown you, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is real, and it poses an immense threat to the ocean life and humans. The knowledge of the patch is really the first step in helping solve the problem. And I hope this speech has brought light and helped you to understand more about the garbage patch. In summary, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch is a collection of trash that's been dumped into our oceans. It's created by garbage that finds its way in the oceans from countries like China, Japan, and America. Larger than the state of Texas, it contains all types of trash. It not only affects the marine life, but it also affects human life. In closing, I hope this speech has been informative and helps bring light to this problem. And really, what I hope it does is helps you all realize the impact that we have on this place called Earth, that we also call home. Thank you.